What is a Linux distro? The Linux kernel and new utilities are open source and therefore available as raw code on software repositories. You'll have to download the raw code of the Linux kernel and individual new utilities separately, and then you'll have to merge the Linux kernel and all the utilities, drivers, a lot of other system software together, and then you'll have to create an installer for the system. Then you'll have to compile the whole thing and then install it on your system. This can get really complicated. So to solve that problem, we have a Linux distro. A Linux distro is a custom operating system with a community selected choice of core programs and utilities, which basically means that an individual or a community will come together and choose all the core components like the shell, the graphical server, the desktop environment, and a bunch of other system softwares, drivers, etc. Then the community or the individual will merge all the components, compile them, and create an installer for the operating system. This will then be made publicly available online. You can download it and install it directly without having the need to go into system specifics and compiling the operating system yourself. So that is a lifesaver. Now, there are hundreds of Linux distros available today. All of them have different core beliefs and practices. For instance, Ubuntu is basically has its focus on user friendliness, while Arch Linux focuses on bleeding edge technology. Also, the oldest existing and still supported Linux distribution is Slackware. Here are a few other Linux distributions: Linux Mint, Fedora, Ubuntu, Debian. We'll be focusing on Linux Mint version 19.3, which was released in December 2019. Right now, the Linux Mint version 20, Oleana, is still under beta, so I decided to use the 19.3 version of Linux Mint.